This is a cutter head with a diameter of approximately 9 meters and 58 cutters on a Herrenknecht tunnel boring machine. The animation shows the function of this single gripper machine. Before turning on the cutter head, the gripper shoes are pressed against the rock. The cutter head is rotated at 3,500 kilowatts and, at the same time, pressed against the tunnel face so that each cutter crushes the rock with a contact pressure of 26 tons. The excavated material will be collected from the bottom by material buckets and discharged onto the conveyor belt for further muck transport. At the same time as the drilling is in progress, rock securing measures, depending on the geology, can be taken directly behind the cutter head in the area of the safety roofs. For example, using 2 rock drills with independent maneuverable drill rods. These are used to drill the holes for the rock bolts, which can be up to 4 meters long. Either cement grouted bolts or bolts expanding by means of water pressure. For example, Swellex bolts are used. Another example, a wire mesh erector. It drives over the rock drilling devices and places the wire mesh behind the safety roof as head protection in draw rock areas. The effect of the rock securing measures depends on the local geology. In one part, steel bolts can be the right measure. In other parts, wire meshes, caps or arches must be used. A further securing measure, if the geology calls for it, comprises steel arch segments. They are pre-installed directly under the safety roof using the same wire mesh erector. The complete ring is then driven to the installation site, tensioned against the rock and bolted. Shotcreting could then be used as a further securing measure, but more of that later. The tunnel boring machine for hard rock works with 1 pair of side supports as a gripping unit on which the push cylinders are mounted for tunnel advance, a so-called gripper. 1 gripper stroke, known as a bore stroke, makes it possible to advance 2 meters. The backup system is pulled forward together with the machine. At the end of the bore stroke, the gripper is retracted and the TBM rests on the rear support. Now the gripper can be moved to the starting position and anchored. The support is raised and the TBM can continue drilling. As it moves forward, the walking devices in the backup system are also moved. Up and down action of the walking devices in slow motion. Foot 2 and 4 up means all trailers are pulled along. Foot 1 and 3 up means that the cutter head is advancing. View from above. Release of the gripper hydraulics for pulling forward. Anchoring for further advance. By means of different pressure on the gripper system, the advance is exactly controlled using horizontal and vertical acting steering cylinders. In contrast to other machine systems, the single gripper TBM is steered while advancing. Through this, the TBM driver can always influence the drive direction. The TBM is able to advance up to 40 meters per day. The shotcrete robot now finally secures all the tunnel walls. There are 60 meters from the cutter head to here for the main components of the TBM, including the trailers to support the drilling process and the additional construction measures. A total length of 410 meters is reached. This corresponds to the length of 4 football pitches in a row. This Herrenknecht TBM is a complete underground factory. It was especially developed for excavating the hard rock in the Gotthard Massif in Switzerland. 4 such machines are working on the longest tunnel in the world, where 2 tubes of 57 meters run in separate directions. That is, 114 kilometers of tunnel are being built. Our 4 tunnel boring machines are handling 75 kilometers of this between Amsteg in Uri and Faido Bodio in Tessin. We at Herrenknecht are very much looking forward to meeting this challenge.